Hey guys, this is Smithy. Welcome to my channel. Today's video is so very special. We're gonna try all the new makeup that we hauled recently on my channel. You would see that video. If you've not seen it, I'll link it in the icons above for you guys. We're gonna test out a bunch of products. We're gonna test out this Electrum Cosmetics Daydreamer palette, which is the highlighter palette. Look at the swatches. Sneak peek. We're also going to test out the Glaminatrix Into the Night palette, which I've already tested out in another video, but this is the third look that I'm doing with it. We have the Say Beauty highlighter primer situation. We have Lancome foundation. We have M Cosmetics blushes. We have Givenchy Prism Lip powder. We have so many newness. A lot of grepher brushes and sponges too that we are testing out in today's video. So if you guys want to see all of this in action, then please keep on watching. Okay, let's begin. I'm so excited. New makeup always excites me. So let's start off with a primer. We have this Say Beauty primer highlighter, I would say. I'll pinpoint one pump all across my face. I really love this product. Now because this is a new product, I am so excited. You have no idea. So I'm just gonna, and you can immediately see the glow coming through as soon as I put this. For an everyday glowy look, this is amazing. I love to pinpoint it to for my highlighter too. Really love that. Look at that. Gives a very healthy glow. Love it. Let me adjust this. Okay, there you go. Now let's move on to the foundation. We have Lancome's Tinted All foundation. This is not new. I mean, this is not old, but it's not from the haul that I hauled. It's been 2 to 3 weeks that this has entered my realm. So I'll definitely wanted to use this too. So I have 2 pumps on the back of my hand and I want to use my Refer sponge. This is the new sponge that came into my collection. So I'm going to first actually push the product with the brush and then blend it out with the sponge. I generally do that just because I love a little more coverage on my face because I do have a lot of imperfections. And the shade is a tad bit light on me. I would have appreciated if this was 1 shade darker. And I do get tanned very easily. Plus the lighting is going on and off because the sun is going on and off. So bear with me. Once we have the product all distributed, let's blend it with the sponge. It has a good amount of bounce on the skin. Very reminiscent to the Beauty Blender, I would say. The consistency is very similar, very bouncy. And it's pushing the product right into the skin. And that foundation, the Lancome foundation, gave me a good medium coverage, I would say. Nothing over the top, but you can definitely see it's lighter on me. We'll bronze it up, so don't you worry about it. So once we have that, let's finish off with the concealer. Let's actually use the Lancome concealer. And this one I have in the shade 215. Super light. It's super watery too. I'm going to use the pointed tip just to blend in into the foundation. I love that it's going into. I would have definitely appreciated if this was a little more on the pointed side, I would say. But no matter what, it's going in. But a little bit more of a pointed tip would have been great. But I like the consistency of it for sure. The bounciness is really good. Okay, now let's move on to the bronzer. I'm going to use my Rare Beauty bronzer stick again. Maybe not new to you, new to me. It's hardly been a month that this has entered my collection and I'm loving it. This one is in the shade Always Sunny. Again, I'm going to use my bum of the sponge to just bounce everything and blend into each other. So it's blending in really, really nicely. Now, once we have all that blended in, it blended out really, really nicely. You can see that. Really, really pretty. Now, let's move on to a cream blush. I'm dying to test out this Cosmetics cream blush in the shade Passion. I actually picked out two shades if you've seen my haul. The other one was in the shade Demure. I've actually used Demure quite a few times off camera just because this is like my everyday shade. I really, really love the shade Demure. I want to test out the shade Passion just because this is like a bright orange with like a yellow undertone, and I certainly do not have anything in my collection that looks like this. So I'm gonna take that on the back of the sponge and the bum of the sponge and then start stippling it on my face. See, I love that. Definitely very, very unusual to my collection. Like, I definitely do not have this kind of a shade. And you can definitely go like swipe it on across your face and then blend it too. Just because it's such a deep shade, I want to limit my pigment on my face. Very pretty. Like, how beautiful is that? I love it. Love it. Okay. Now, once that is all done, let's set our face. I have my Givenchy Prism Lead Powder. This is in the shade number 4. So let's use that. I'm going to pinch the sponge and then press it underneath the eyes because this gives such a blurring effect on the face. And I love this powder. Just like that. Look at the difference. Like, I don't even know if you can see the difference. This side is so much more smoother. Really, really pretty. I love it. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. And once I've set the under eyes, I'm just gonna push a little powder on the back of the cap and then just mix it all together. Take a big fluffy brush and just dust it all across my face. It's superbly lightweight on the face, but it just has such a beautiful blurring capability that I love it. Absolutely love it. And I'm just going to use like a powder bronzer because I want to test out the Refa brushes that I picked out from their sale. I'm going to take Refa number 5, which is like this. Really, I love the pinch ferrule and then the bristles. We'll test it out. I'm going to use my Makeup by Mario's bronzer in the shade medium dark. I'm just going to take it on the brush and then just stipple it across the face. Oh, that picks up so nicely. It gave my face color so quickly. Obviously, I'm aware of this product, like the Makeup by Mario product, but the brush makes such a huge difference. I don't think I've ever like seen so much of color come in so quickly on my face with this product. But the brush shape is so right for bronzer and it blends in so nicely. So pretty. So pretty. Love it. Okay. Now for the blush. I definitely do not need any more blush, but I'm just going to use like a coral blush. I'm going to take my Colourpop Heart blush, and this one is in the shade Let's Dance. It's more of a coral blush. I want to use this brush. That's why I'm doing that. I'm just going to pick it up on that brush right there and then just stipple it right on top. It's so perfect for the cheek. Like the size. And that combo is amazing. It gave me a good coral combo with that orange underneath and with this like pinky undertone. So pretty. Oh, that's amazing. I love it. Okay. So now once we have everything across the face, let's move on to the highlighter. We have a highlighter palette in front of me that I definitely want to test out. And this is from Electrum Cosmetics, and this is the Daydreamer palette. Look at the inside. I gasped when I saw this. Like, oh my God, look at that. How beautiful and iridescent it is. And you'll definitely see more than one shade happening in like each pan. It's so pretty. This has my heart. Like this on the eyes would be so gorgeous. Let's see if we can use that or not on the eyes. Oh my God, so pretty. So pretty. Okay, what are we using today? I feel like I should use this. This is in a trance. Let's do that and see. I'm gonna take a highlighter brush. This is the Real Technique setting brush. So I'm gonna take a little bit of trance, in a trance. Actually, let's combine at least two shades, right? So this is in a trance. It definitely has like a green undertone. Oh my God. If you like a shimmery blush, you would love it. It's definitely translucent in base, but it has such a huge like glow happening. Oh my God, so pretty. And this will definitely pop. Look at that. Oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna just clean my brush on the Sigma switch. And on the other hand, let's go with the shade Believer. This one. Tap off the excess. And this is more of like that peachy pink shade. I hope you can see that. I clearly can see a peach and a pink flip. And even here, I can definitely see like blue and green. Oh, so pretty. So pretty. Okay. And this one is in the shade Believer. Look at that. Yeah, we're gonna leave it here because I'll take some pictures and then I'll even it out. Okay, let's move on to the eyes. We actually have two eyeshadow palettes. We have Glaminatrix Into the Night palette as well as Wicked Widow Beauty's Tea Time palette. And I definitely want to use that Daydreamer palette's one shade on my eyes. So I feel like I'm going to do like a dedicated video. Maybe the time that you're seeing this video is already out. I at least want to do 2 looks using this palette. Let me just open and show it to you. This is how the Tea Time palette looks. It's so gorgeous. Like, look how beautiful it is. It's amazing. This definitely needs its own like shine through. So I'm going to use my Into the Night palette from Glaminatrix just because I've definitely not dipped into like neons from this palette. So I do want to do that. I'm not like a big neon person, but I feel like we should do something with it. So let's start off and see where we end. Let's start off with the shade Chaser on the outer corners. So I'm gonna take this and look how pigmented this is. I have a code with Glaminatrix. It's just Smithy and you can get 15% off on this palette. And this palette, if you've not seen my reveal video and like my first impressions 2 looks using this palette, I'll link it in the icons above for you guys to check it out. This palette is amazing, like absolutely amazing, especially if you are a person who loves deeper tones and you want like some kind of like a fun in the palette too. These are very unique deep tones and grungy tones, but they have like thrown in these neons for like, you know, some kind of a fun and like pop. Really pretty. So I'm just going to concentrate and pat it on top of the, like on the outer corners of this eye. And I'm also going to take this on the lower lash line, especially on the outer corners. Just like that. So pretty. It's so gorgeous. Like, look at that. That's just amazing. Okay. I'm going to now dip into this shade, which is Neon Lights. And this is Refa number 16. It has like more of a pointed tip. You can see. And then I'm just going to start blending the edges of this maroon with that shade. Just so that we have that pink in the background. Again, very light motion and pressure on the eyes. Now you can see how I made that neon pink like wearable by just like using a very fluffy brush, light pressure, and that will create like a very nice, like a very soft pink effect on the eyes. But now we're gonna go with all bam shebang on the eyes. I feel like base would really help too. I'm gonna take my Anastasia Beverly Hills Eye Base Eye Primer. This eye primer is really light in tone, so this would definitely help to like create that lighter base. So you'll see. Look how light that is. I'm just gonna create like a cut crease motion like that, and then slowly blending it into that maroon shade. And I'm just melting it right there. I'm gonna tap it right when I meet that maroon shade so that it's even and blended. And we can definitely go over it with the brush that we used earlier. So I'm just gonna take this. I'm not taking any additional product, but I'm just patting it right there, just so that there's an even blend. That, how beautiful is that? I love it. Okay, now I'm gonna take this neon light shade, which is like that hot pink shade, and I'm gonna start blending that right there where we meet that maroon, right in the center, I would say. So look at that blend, it's so pretty. I'm going with a very tapping motion, just so that there's no like harsh lines or anything. I'm gonna go back to that chaser shade, which is that maroon, the deeper shade, and just putting that in the outer corners. Because we definitely don't want to lose that depth. Now I'm just gonna flip the brush, and now I'm gonna take that moonlight shade, which is that neon yellow, and then I'm gonna start packing that in the inner third right there. Look how pretty that is. You can see what I did. I just flipped the brush for the pinkness to come through, and then I'll flip the brush for the green to glow. Look at that. The blend is amazing. Okay, doing the same thing on the other eye too. Love that. I love it. Okay, I'm gonna take the shade Neon Lights right there on the lower lash line, but mainly on the inner third right there, because I still want that depth in the outer corners. Just like that. I love it. I absolutely love it. Okay, now I'm gonna just go back to the Electrum palette, and I want to take, let me clean my brush first. I want to take this shade, which is a Dreamer. This, I don't even know if you can see that or not. I feel like that's so pretty. So pretty. Okay, I'm going to take that shade Dreamer. I'm first not going to apply any like setting spray or anything. I just want to see. I'm going to apply that in the inner corner. Look how blinding that is. Oh my God, that's stunning. That is so stunning. Just so pretty, so pretty. Okay, I'm gonna again take that Dreamer shade on the same brush. This is Colourpop E29. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just spray it just a tiny little bit, just because I want like some kind of a precision. And then what I'm gonna do is just go across that cut crease, just like that. It's so gorgeous. I cannot even tell you how pretty that shade is. And then just fade it through. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other eye. Hopefully I can get the shape. I just love it so very much. I love it. I look like an absolute different person altogether. I'm just gonna finish off my eyes with some liner and mascara. I'm just gonna take my Wet n Wild Break the Proof liner. I'll finish off my eyes and I'll get right back. Okay, so the eyes are all done and this is how it's looking. I really like it. Let's move on to the lips. I'm going to use this Too Faced lip liner, Lady Bold lip liner in the shade Fierce Vibes Only. So let's do that. This is like a click up lip liner, just like that. And for the lips, I don't even know what to do for the lips. I'm going to take this Merit lip oil in the shade Marrakesh and see how that rolls. I feel like we need some pink. Let's take this. This is the Revlon lipstick in the shade Pick Me Up. I think that'll do. The eyes are so bright that's just taking away from my attention, I would say. I'm going to just spray my face with this Catrice Prime and Fine Setting Spray. And that's how things are looking. You guys let me know how you feel about it. I love how like the eyes turned out. I love that highlighter palette. If you are into like shimmer, I feel like that'll be so amazing. Let me just give you a close-up of how everything looks and then we'll dive into the swatches of that palette. I've already run like swatches in the shorts form here on YouTube for this palette, but we'll start off with Dreamer, then Head in the Clouds. I love the shade Dreamer, especially in the eyes. I feel like that'll be so lovely. Obviously, you're just seeing like that that cut crease effect, but look at that shade. It's so pretty. Can you see that blue? There's actually like a blue, green, a pink, so many shades. I love that. And then this one, the next one is in the shade Head in the Clouds. And this is definitely a little bit more on the sheerer side. And I can see blue and pink. You see blue, right? But there's a strong pink too. I actually see more pink than blue. Can you see that pink? So pretty, so pretty. Okay, where's my towel? Okay, let's move on to the next two shades. We have Believer, that's the one that we are wearing on this side of the cheek. And this is definitely more peach. Peach with pink, purple, I don't know. And this one, next one is in the shade Manifest. Oh my God, okay. Believer, Manifest. So pretty. Believer is definitely more peachy. You see pink, right? Yeah, I see a lot of peach and pink. Peach, pink, gold, I would say. Yeah, I see gold and pink a lot. But there's a strong peach base. And this one is Manifest, which you see a lot of green. I see a lot of gold too, like a gold to a green flip. I actually see blue too. Really pretty. And the last two shades, we have In a Trance and then we have Dream Chaser, which is clearly like a purple pink. So pretty. And that In a Trance shade is definitely green, blue, purple. So let's do In a Trance and then Dream Chaser. In a Trance is definitely blue. Oh my God, you see like opposite. You see a lot of green. I see a lot of blue. And the last one, Dream Chaser, is definitely more like purple pink, but you see like blue flip too. So that's like the Electrum Cosmetics Daydreamer palette. Such a pretty palette. Like if you like multi-chrome, duochrome highlighters, this will be amazing. Amazing. I cannot wait to put this all across my eyes. I know that I just did that, but I also feel like with like blue and that all over the eyelids would be so amazing. Like, do you want to see it? I feel like that will be so pretty. I'm going to just take Nightlife, which is that royal blue shade. So I'm just going to put it right there so that you see that blueness coming through. And then I'm just gonna take that Dreamer shade from the Electrum Cosmetics palette. I'm just gonna place it right there. Like, look how beautiful that is. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That's amazing. This is exactly what I want to do next time. Oh, I love it. Oh my god, that's so pretty. So pretty. Oh, okay. That's definitely gonna come super, super handy. And I love the things that I tried today. Obviously, I love the M Cosmetics blushes. All these things are like my absolute favorites. The Say Beauty highlighter, or like the primer, if you may say so. And then this one is the Glaminatrix Into the Night palette, which you know I'm absolutely in love with. This palette is gorgeous if you like shimmery, duochrome, multi-chrome highlighters. You'll absolutely love it. I actually loved everything that I tried today. I love the Refa brushes too. I love the powder. You know I love my Prism Leap powder so very much. So that's all for today, guys. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this like testing all new makeup with me. If you did like it, you know what to do. Do give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and ring that notification bell so that you're notified every time that I post next. I generally upload 3 videos every single week, every Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays at 9 AM Eastern Standard Time. Until next time, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.